Danny Andrew again, talking about my book, Bipolar Disorder Doesn't Have to Be Depressing. I'm so proud of this book. I really am. It's a book that took me literally 16 years to bring to you. And it wasn't that I was just being lazy. Partly I was. Partly I have to admit I was being lazy. But the other part was simply, it's a growing process when you're writing a book and life lessons. Today we're going to talk about exercise. And the chapter that I'm talking about today is also, it's called Eat Right, Exercise, Live Well. I talked about eating right yesterday. I talked about exercise and why it's so important. And the next book that's coming out, one of the next books that I'm working on is called Dismantling Depression. It's the workbook on how what I did to get better. And all of this is my own journey. And as of right now, I don't have a degree. I'm not a psychologist. I am a survivor. And I haven't mentioned this yet, but I think it's important to know I am a survivor. This is my journey. I think you kind of picked that up by now. I'm a survivor. I was diagnosed in 1995, and I have spent the last 23 years learning about this illness and learning to live successfully with bipolar disorder and depression. And I have learned the hard way, but then the more I learned, the more I wanted to know. And then I wanted to share. I wanted to share what I know with you, with other people that also struggle, that you don't have to be in this constant up and down and up and down. Is it to say that my life is perfect and wonderful now? No. Is it gone? Is it perfect? No. My mood swings are more like this. Instead of these gigantic tsunamis now, it's more like waves, small waves. They come and go. And I'm very grateful that I'm not in the midst of these horrible tsunami waves anymore. But it takes work. It takes some work. I take vitamins. I take magnesium, B12, B complex. I take vitamin D. Vitamin D is really important because we don't get enough sunlight anymore. But taking vitamins is really important. Some people take St. John's wort, but those can be in addition to your medications. But St. John's wort will fight with some medications. And don't ever take anything without talking to your doctor first. It's really important to be in constant communication with your doctor, because I am not one. And don't ever take this book and say, well, Danny said, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. This is what I've learned that helped me. If there's something in my book that you want to try, go talk to your doctor and say, I read this in this book. Could this help me too? Please talk to your doctor. And in my book, I'll tell you, go talk to your doctor. Don't take what I say as the gospel truth. But as most doctors will tell you, good exercise is going to help you and make your life better, because exercise gets the endorphins going in your brain, and exercise is going to bring down your anxiety. It's going to help you feel better. It's going to help you, your body's going to feel better. You're just going to feel better all over the place, even if it's just a 15-minute walk to go get the mail or down to the corner or something like that. Exercise, we're meant to move. That's why it says eat right, exercise, live well. It's exercise. We're built as humans to move, to get moving. Just sitting around in these sedentary lifestyles that we as humans, especially Americans, I think other countries move more than Americans do, but get moving. Go do something. But get some exercise. Get off the couch. Put down the remote. Put down the video games. And go get some exercise. You're going to feel better. And it's going to improve the mental illness. Because just sitting around is going to make it worse. And that is going to make your life better. And it's going to get rid of the depression quicker. A 15-minute walk, even 3 times a week, is going to help kick depression. And that is a scientific fact.